Hey everyone, hope you are doing well. So look on the screen. She's cute, but she looks like she's like so tired. She's exhausted. The caption reads, when you're 7 years into motherhood and realize it doesn't get easier and you literally never want to do this again, but it lasts the rest of your life. She even has her frying pan in her hand with a spatula. I guess gotta get those eggs ready for breakfast. Let's talk about it. And I saw this post and something happened and I was just surprised. So, in this case here, it can be exhausting and it's so much to do. That's why you think about it. Women working a full time job, oh Lord, a full time job and a mom and a wife, to me, it's just not sitting right. And I know people say, well, that's the way it is. I get it. But it's a whole lot of doing. What's the man doing? So, this one here kind of hit home. Someone had asked a black woman, they are not divorced, so they're like in about to get divorced. So someone had asked a black woman, I said, hey, she's now dating, okay, as is her husband, and I think he's been dating. So her man that she's dating, they have children. The man that she's dating, it is Brad. So someone asked her, they're like, hey, you're dating Brad. You know, your husband was a black man, but you're now dating Brad. So what's up with that? Why don't you just find you another black man? And this is what she said. She said, no, she wasn't going to date a black man because, again, her reasoning, she said, they don't like to take care of their children. Yeah, we got a little problem with this one because guess what? Her man is my friend. I thought, what? I know him. He's professional, makes good money. You know when they say, oh, not all. Well, he's part of the not all black men. You know what I mean? So I thought, and I thought, she said, yeah. I'm like, well, I know her husband. He's a businessman. He does well for himself. Helpful guy. You need him, he's there. He can help you out. He's on top of things. He comes across as a handler. That's been my experience with him. Something happens, like, oh, my husband isn't here. Oh, don't worry, I got you. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know your husband's out of town working. Don't worry. Respectful. Yeah, so he and I were cool. That's why it shocked me. She's like, yeah, they don't like to take care of their kids. So now I'm hearing a different story, and I'm like, this is not matching up. There's got to be a misunderstanding. And someone's telling me some things. And then I thought about something that he said. Okay. We were having lunch, and he says something, I'm going to label it as interesting. And I thought, oh boy, she might be right. Maybe that's why he said that. Maybe he was having a bad day, you know? And then I thought, oh, that's why. And it occurred to me, that's why he was trying to make that move. Sad to say, to pay less money. He was the breadwinner, by the way. Her job didn't pay half of what his did. Her job, she's probably making, to be honest with you, comparing the salaries from what she does for a living and what he does, she might be making 40% of what he makes. So the point is, to keep the house and the pool, guess what? We're going to need his income. And I recall him trying to strategize about, I don't want to say hide money, but trying to make his income less. I recall that. And that's when I said, oh, so maybe that's what he was trying to do that for. And now she's saying this. So you mean to tell me you're trying to pay less money? You can't. Because in doing so, what about the kids and schooling? The raising a nice house. Don't you want that to continue? So yeah, she's like, nope. She's not dating any more black men. And I was just surprised because in this case here, I know the black man. And she gave the indication that basically the man that she was dating, Brad, was helping her. A mother of two. But don't forget in this group, oh, don't date nobody with kids, with kids. I told you before, men that say that, a lot of them, they don't have the finances together. And so they need the woman, they need you as a resource. They need you to kind of help them. So they're like, oh my God, she's got kids. She's a decent mom. Dang, I can tell with this one, these kids are going to come first. So fellas, listen, we can't use these over here because these are mothers, single mothers or divorced, because they dealt with dust buckets. You know what I'm saying? So they're holding their own, but these women still have self-esteem and they care about themselves or children, so we can't use these. They're not low self-esteem queens, so guess what, don't date them because we can't use them. She's about herself and her kids. She's not going to prioritize you as a woman that may have low self-esteem would do. So hence, don't date them. Why? Because you tried. Why? You're probably relying on her resources. That's what you need. So now you realize, oh man, how's she gonna, she can't take care of those kids, man. I could use this to help take care of me. Yeah, they're there for the resource. So that there, this was disappointing. Again, because I knew her husband. And the person that told me this, they obviously knew that I knew her husband. Don't want to take care of their kids. People say, oh, she was dating a white man. Well, I got a news flash for you. He was dating two Beckys. I found that out later. Yeah, Mr. Smooth Operator with the ladies. He had black women, white women. Oh, he making the rounds. Matter of fact, I recall him. I got to thinking about it. He dated a black woman, a Hispanic woman, and two white chicks. Wow, he's quite busy. Quite busy. Likes nice things. Uh-huh. Yeah. Can be a little ruthless, I've seen. But that there, it speaks volumes. And you wonder why when people have the right to do what they want to do. Okay? Women are so burned out. You wonder why a lot of women, they don't want to hear about marriage. Not because they don't believe in it. Some do, but when they're looking at, hey, they don't want to end like this cute queen on the screen while all the responsibility is on you. She's tired. She's worn out. I wonder, when is her husband going to give her a spa day? When is he going to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to take the kids over here and just let you have a weekend to yourself. A day by yourself. Sleep late. Take them to the zoo. Go do some things. Maybe pay somebody. Maybe kind of get, meanwhile to keep them for maybe like a day. A sleepover. And you come get them on Sunday. And just have some time with your wife. She can sleep late. You can rub her feet. She can go to a spa. She can just relax. Have a moment of silence without, hey, mommy, Mimi, I need that, I need that, I need all of that. Exhausting. Again, she already has in her hand the spatula and the frying pan. What's the man doing? And imagine, let's say she's married. Now imagine when a divorce happens, then all of a sudden you have to fight him to help pay for the children. Are you really serious? You got to fight for that. Imagine worse if it's a baby mama situation. Pretty much the same thing. You got to fight for the child support. Fight either way for the. You shouldn't have to. At least not with real men. You got to fight for the child support. And then you wonder why we have a legacy, speaking collectively, of dust. You wonder why. A legacy of dust. Way behind the 8 ball all the time. We're going to do it our way. Okay, everybody, it's time to go to New York. Everybody hopping on the airplane. We sitting up here. We're going to go ahead and try to hitch a ride to save some money. Get luck hitching that ride. I'm going to go and take the bus. Can't build. If you have a problem taking care of your children, that lets me know you don't care to build. That lets me know you don't care about your legacy. And It lets me know deep down inside you don't care about yourself. Again, we're looking at a legacy of dust buckets. But her saying that, I'm not going to lie, I was taken aback by it. And then I started thinking about a few things that he said, and it all made sense. Oh no, this how we getting down. This what we gonna do. Okay. She said they don't like to take care of their kids. That's why she's not dating another black man. And now she's dating Brad, who's helping her, and those aren't his kids. And I think it's sad. Because if she's stressed out about money and having conversations with her friends and family, and the kids can hear it, can you imagine if a child could hear how a mother, I don't care if she's married, divorced, a baby mother, how any woman is having to fight for child support to get you to pay? Can you imagine what that would feel like as a child? Can you, these self-hating kings bring low self-esteem. And then he doesn't show up. So he doesn't show up. He doesn't come with a gift, maybe once on Christmas if you're lucky. Can you imagine how that makes a child feel? Wow, he doesn't want to pay mama. And mama's she's struggling with bills. He doesn't want to pay mama. Can you imagine how that child would feel? Letting you know he doesn't care about your mama or you. Can you imagine a man that has to come in and people say it's no big deal, especially of another race, and bring up the rear? The world is watching. News flash. So are the children. It's setting the tone. Daddy's not want to take care of us. Mama got to fight over money. Well, here comes this man. Here comes Brad, and he's spending time with us. Brad buying mama this, buying mama. Can you imagine? Do you understand the damage that could do to a child as far as a father image? I think people don't think like that. These men don't think that way, or maybe they just don't care. To hear of the mother struggling, discussing finances, and then you see another man coming in. They may not say anything, but like I said, as the world is watching, so are the children, and they're absorbing it all. They are. They are absorbing it all. They're watching it all play out. It's sad. Again, this here was a shocker. Because again, I know her husband. Yeah, we're cool. If someone had told me, I wouldn't have believed him. But then I kind of sat back and I said, he said this and it all made sense. It all makes sense. But it's more than just her. I'm concerned it's about the children, the father image. I guess I don't want to, I can't, I don't understand it. My father image, I have an image of my dad being a provider because he always did. That's what he did. I thought my dad could solve any problem in the world. I go to my dad with things and not my mom, my father. He could solve any problem. I was a daddy's girl. Dad, what do you think about this, Dad? What do you think about this, Dad? I thought he could solve any problem. I did. Because it's what he put before us. Taking care of his family, a provider, a protector, a problem solver. That's who he was. So this here, again, she says, when you are 7 years into motherhood and realize it doesn't get easier and you literally never want to do this again, but it lasts the rest of your life. If a man can't try to help make life a little easier, he's not worth having in your life. He doesn't deserve to be there. Motherhood, it is no joke. Look, she even has her little calendar behind her pop with all her activities, what to do. So when these jokers get older and the streets ain't checking for 'em no more, they got diabetes, one eye done popped out, the left leg done gave out. And you want to start going for your kids, they need to understand. Besides besides the world, the children are watching. They're watching and they're absorbing what's going on, and they can remember. Then you look up, hey, little Johnny, how you doing? And they're just looking at their own mute, just looking at you. You already know. Again, the children, they're watching. And in my opinion, I think it's damaging. Again, I have a father image, protector, a provider, get things done, handle things, a fixer. So what about the men that are doing the opposite? That I think that may cause a kid to have low self-esteem. And then the other thing is they may look up to the other man. In this case, it's gonna be Brad. He's doing this for mom. Oh, I hear mom talking. She's complaining about him, my dad. He's doing this for mom. And he just kind of stepped into the picture. Sad. Again, the kids are watching. Anyway, let me know what you all think. This here, we know this happens, but when it's a person you think would not do that, and it appears that they are, what she's saying and a few things that he said he was trying to do, it kind of lines up. It's sad. So these men need to realize, besides the world is watching, your children are watching. That's your legacy. A legacy. You don't want a legacy of dust and total mistrust. And I'm out.